Hi, I'm Ryan O'Neill, and I chose to use WebStorm as the IDE for this project. Um, WebStorm does a nice job with displaying JavaScript. As you can see here, it lays everything out pretty well. It has these collapsible brackets that make um, looking at your code easier so that you can skip sections that you're done with and just focus on sections you need to work on. It features auto completion of common um, common func functions and properties. Um, so you can type func and then hit enter, and you're already moving on. Um, that's great for avoiding typos, um, and which will help you avoid errors. Um, you can open any page of the program, any page that you're working on directly from the program. So I can open open index.html directly from this program um, and just run it and see what it looks like. Um, although this particular program might not look like anything at the moment. Um, as you can see, it is concerned with looking at whether things are formatted the same way. Currently, as it says, this file is indented with tabs instead of 4 spaces, so you can either be okay with that, or you can click indent with 4 spaces and it will change the indent um, to spaces instead of tabs. You can look and see what everything looks like in each browser, which is a nice feature. Um, again, I don't think this is going to look like anything because um, you can set the auto indents, which will help you keep track of what you're doing. Um, there's an event log down here, so if you decide to debug, um, it will show you that you've run a debugger, and the results will show up here, and then over here it'll mention that you've run the debugger. Does it do JSLint, JSHint? Well, yes and no. It has the JS linter. Um, it can be enabled and have it ensure the proper closure of properties and functions and so forth. But for Windows, which I am using, you have to install Python, and then you have to install another program via Python to get it to work. Um, so that's not super user friendly. Um, and does it beautify the code? As I showed you earlier, it did um, make sure that the indent was the same, that I wasn't using tabs instead of 4 spaces, and all that can be set up as well. Um, the I'm currently using a 30-day free trial, and so after that I would have to pay um, to use the program. Whether or not I would pay to continue using this program, I'm not sure. It seems to have some features that I like, but I don't know if it has enough features over Notepad++ that I would choose to pay for this. I might look for I would either continue using Notepad++ or look for a different open source product and try that. So that's my look at WebStorm IDE.